This little stretch of road behind us is a critical artery to Beaumont. It's, as we affectionately have said, especially when we went to DC last year, all roads lead to Beaumont. We have the 10 and 60 freeway meet. We have Highway 79 coming up from Beaumont, or from Hemet, San Jacinto. And our overpass on Beaumont Avenue, as it connects to the 10, that gets backed up, as everybody knows, and so they take a shortcut. That shortcut is taking a right on 1st Street, heading east, turning left at this intersection right here, and then they get stuck by the train. It has been shared by RCTC and WRCOG that the Port of Los Angeles is the largest in North America, and 70% of that port traffic goes out the 10, whether it's on truck or rail. And so this is a crucial artery that comes through. Well, I'm pleased to see, as part of the project, that on the north end where we connect to 6th Street, we have 2 left turn lanes that are protected. And that's going to be crucial in getting traffic moving quickly and moving, away from the area. Highland Springs is a mess. We're working on that. We're so glad that RCTC has taken the lead on that and helping us with Banning to make that, for some solutions in that in the future. But another project that we're going to do that makes this Pennsylvania widening so crucial is, if you look behind me, you can see the Home Depot sign. So that Home Depot and Walmart and the 2nd Street Marketplace is a busy part of town. And we plan to extend 2nd Street to connect to Pennsylvania here, and that will pull some traffic away from Pennsylvania. So that's going to be a wonderful thing. And then a shout out to the city of Banning. They are working on extending Sun Lakes Boulevard, that will pull traffic to the east, and then that will connect to Sunset Avenue, which is a rail crossing there. So on the subject of rail crossings, our next phase of the project for Pennsylvania is to do a grade crossing, and that's to go under the railroad tracks. And we've been working with Caltrans Union Pacific on that, and I'll be honest, I was a little frustrated. There's 2 rails right now. They wanted 5. We settled on 4. So that means they're expecting an enormous amount of growth, and we're hoping that in the future that we have, as one of those rails, passenger rail service that'll connect to the Coachella Valley, and we think that'll be a big plus. We have 2 ramps at Pennsylvania right now one that acts as the freeway, one that's an exit ramp, and they're both on the east side of of Pennsylvania. We're hoping in the future, and we know that we need to complete the grade crossing first, but then we hope to work with Caltrans to be able to get additional ramps there. And so as that traffic comes from Hemet and San Jacinto, they can come this way, get on the freeway, and head east to the Coachella Valley, and then in returning home from work, they exit east or westbound, and then come off Pennsylvania and come around this way. We're hoping then, as we get those ramps in the future, then that'll help alleviate the traffic and so forth. I live on the west end of town of Beaumont, and I literally plan my trips coming over here. And I know that it affects our retail area too, that our local residents are thinking that same thing. And so we're so happy that we're able to have finished this road. Such a simple little thing of going from 2 lanes to 4, but is a huge impact. And so we appreciate the support from Congressman Ruiz's office. We also appreciate the support from Supervisor Gutierrez's office, Senator Bogh's office, and Senator Wallis's office, and knowing that we have the pass area on their mind and their forefront to be able to continue to support us and the growth that's in the area, because we live in Southern California and the growth is just not going to stop. And so, and especially with shortage of housing and so forth, that we feel that this area is still going to continue to grow. And so we want to make sure that we are ahead of the game as much as possible.
I'm here today and I just think of perseverance, and not because of the weather, by the way, because everybody's out here, although that's perfect, but really because it's been 7 years since the city of Beaumont has really worked to get this project going, and they have persevered. They've used some of their general reserve funding, my understanding. They've also advocated with WRCOG for TUMP zone funding as well. And then they also worked with the Congressmember's office as well to allocate some funding. So that is in itself perseverance. and really making sure and doing well for the pass area. And as the mayor mentioned, this is a major artery, and this is a road that's very important because it's going to help with the relieving the traffic congestion in the area, to the extra lanes, to eventually the grade crossing as well. So on behalf of the 5th District, my county office, we just want to thank Elizabeth Gibbs and also the City Council for Beaumont for your leadership, because you didn't just sit back and say, you know what, we'll just wait for Highland Springs Interchange and RCTC to do their thing. You know, you said, you know what, let's think outside the box and how can we relieve congestion in this area. So again, on behalf of the county, thank you so much.
It's truly an honor to be here for the ribbon cutting ceremony of the Pennsylvania Avenue Widening project, and I'm delighted to witness the significance of an initiative that will positively impact the lives of our community by aiming to overcome the Union Pacific stoppage and improve infrastructure in the pass area. For me, my interest is to improve the lives of the residents of Beaumont, Banning, the pass area. And when that Union Pacific stopped and caused such a risk for first responders to be able to get where they needed to be, or just to think that there would be an injured or sick patient in the back of an ambulance that couldn't get to the emergency department in time to prevent loss of life or function is just unconscionable for me. So we've had some very interested, heated, intense conversations with Union Pacific, and I will continue to hold their feet to the fire. I will continue to hold them responsible and accountable to the people that I represent and that I care for very much. And so this is a necessary step towards the ultimate goal to construct a grade separation under the track to bypass train stoppages in the future. So we're moving along as a team. We're moving along with comprehensive plan and infrastructure to deal with that, and also traffic. So we celebrate this success and the completion of the Pennsylvania Avenue Widening project, a project that I was fortunate enough to be able to secure funding for over millions of dollars in order to get this done. And this investment has allowed us to expand, widen the avenue, transforming it from a 2-lane road to a 4-lane thoroughfare between 1st Street and 6th Street. The implication of this development are far-reaching and, most importantly, designed to enhance the mobility and accessibility for the residents of Beaumont and Banning, and my good friends back there, the first responders. This project holds substantial significance for the employees of businesses in the area as well, as it will improve connectivity and ease travel. So furthermore, the positive ripple effect extends beyond our local streets. The widening Pennsylvania Avenue will be able to alleviate traffic congestion on I-10, as mentioned earlier, with vehicles entering and exiting the freeway more efficiently. We are contributing to a smoother flow of traffic that benefits all who traverse this vital transportation artery. So remember that if there's anything that you take from this, is that the local community is what matters most to me. And this is how we're going to improve the lives of the people that live here, make this a better place for everybody, including the commuters that are working, getting to work, or getting to wherever they need to be. So thank you so much, and remember, stay focused.
So what's next for us is finishing up and designing out the grade crossing, and when it comes to submittal, we've been encouraged, and I'm so glad that Doug Schultz is here from Banning, is that we will work together with submittal of their grade crossing at Hargrave with our grade crossing here and so forth, and I think that will increase our chances for grant opportunities and so forth. And so we have good neighbors. We want to keep it that way. So we appreciate your support in being here as well.